to another episode of the Food Blogger's Kitchen. Today, I want to show you what I call my Pappardelle and Meatballs. Let's go and get started. Some salt and pepper, a lot of parsley, oregano, Italian seasoning, sugar. I have some fresh basil and rosemary from my garden, some garlic powder, onion powder, and some dried minced garlic. And I have some fresh garlic that I have minced by myself. And I have some light tasting olive oil, some traditional pasta sauce. That's with Marinara Sauce. And then over here I have some milk, about 3 pounds of ground beef, and I have some bread, and then I have my tables right here. I'm not ashamed. This is a lot of seasoning. Okay, I have parsley, garlic powder, salt, oregano, Italian seasoning, and yeah, and that's it, and salt and pepper in it. And I have a little bit of freshly grated Parmesan in there, and I'll have everything in the link below and on my website. And I also have some homemade fresh Pappardelle that I cut myself. I'll insert like a little clip right here to show you how I rolled it out and cut it, and you'll see that right here. And I also have some water with some oil, some salt back there heating up. I'm going to put my Pappardelle pasta back over here just for now, just so I can go ahead and start on everything else. And what we're going to do first is we're going to mix up our meatball, I can't even talk today, our meatball mixture. And so for the bread, I need about 2 cups of just chopped bread. For my original recipe, I used French bread, but all I had was the regular sandwich bread, so that's fine. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and pour my my milk over my bread, and I'm just going to let that soak just for a little bit until most of it's been sucked up, and then we'll add in our meat. Mostly soaked up, so that's fine. So what I want to do now, yes, I'm going to use my hands. Trust me, if you have gloves or something like that, it'll make it even better, but this is the cook's best tool, so you want to make sure you just get in there. And also what I want to say is, whenever I go over the marinara sauce, whenever I start making it, if you've been following me for a little bit, you'll see it on my website. It calls for 1 large onion. They had a recall on onions, so I had to throw mine away. So just kind of like, if you have an onion, like I said, if you're a different part of the world, you haven't had a recall, good for you, but mine, I had to throw away, so kind of sad because I love the onions in there. But we have the fresh garlic in there, so it's going to be still going to be delicious, you know what I'm saying, because we still have all those aromatics and stuff. So what you're going to do is just get in there, don't be afraid to get in there, and just get all that bread and stuff mixed into your meat. And once you do that, you're going to cover it with plastic wrap and just kind of sit in the fridge just for a little bit, just so, because we're going to be working it quite a bit. So you want to make sure you just let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll start on the marinara sauce. I learned this trick from a chef that I like to watch every now and then. Whenever you put your wooden spoon into the oil like that, you see bubbles, that's how you know your oil is ready. What to say, oil? That's how you know your oil is ready. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add in all my parsley and my oregano and Italian seasoning, and my fresh herbs, rosemary and basil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to toast them for a little bit, and I have it on medium heat. I'm just going to toast them. Well, it's getting really, really aromatic in here, and so you just want to toast them, and you want them to burn, so just toast them a little bit, and then we'll start adding in our garlic and everything else. I'll just show you whenever we get there. Okay, so the oil is ready, and as you can hear, it's nice and toasted. Again, you don't want them to burn, so what you're going to do now is at the end, you're going to add in your garlic paste. Like I was saying earlier, is that what I did is I had some garlic, and I just chopped it till it's fine. I put some salt on there, and I just kind of press it on my board and kind of make it like a paste. It's not really a paste. It's more like, right before you get into a paste. So that's kind of what you're aiming for. And so the reason why you want to add your garlic at the end is because you don't want to burn it. You just kind of want to get that flavor in there into the oil. And yeah. And so what I want to show you right here, I went ahead and opened up my jar of tomato sauce, and I have a little bit of water right here. That whenever I pour out my tomato sauce, I'm going to pour it in the water just kind of get the rest of that out. Sorry, I'm trying to do this at the same time. Okay, it's ready. Okay, so I'll show you. So what I want to do, pour it in the tomato sauce, get as much as you can out the first time, and then you're gonna pour in a little bit of the water, and just kind of move it around a little bit. You don't want to put a whole bunch of water in there because you're not trying to make this watery, but you're just trying to get as much as you can out because you paid for it, right? So you want to make sure you get as much as you can out of the can. So you just do the rest of it with the other ones, and you're gonna let this kind of like bubble away for about 20 minutes, and then we'll start making and forming. Sorry, I was just so excited. We'll start forming and making our meatballs. Alright guys, so I went ahead and just started rolling out. We ready. And one thing I forgot to mention to you is I did add the rest of my seasonings. That was a garlic powder, onion powder, minced garlic, and sugar. You want to make sure that you put the sugar and stuff like that at the end because you don't want that to caramelize and burn. So just put it all at the end. And so now for the meatballs, I make it about a golf ball size, about that big. And my griddle, my griddle is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 300. And then what I want to do is I'm just going to just brown them on both sides. Put them on this pan right here. If you look right here, and I'm going to put them in a 375 degree oven and just let them finish cooking in the oven. And then I'll go ahead and drop my pasta, kind of like really at the end, and then I'll show you how to put it all together. Alrighty guys, so if you look over here, I have my pasta, my meatballs are all done, and I have some sauce in here. I'm just kind of heating it up just a little bit. I'm trying to bring it up to about like a medium-high heat. I'm just going to wait until it starts bubbling. So we made about 20, 25 meatballs, not 30. I was going to tell you that is that whenever you make them like about this size, about bigger than a golf ball size, then it makes about 25. And then if you make like smaller ones, it'll make about 30. That's what I was trying to say, guys. I've just been like all over the place today, but I'm excited with this recipe to share it with you guys because it's so good and it's so easy. And also too, I want to share with you, I have some mozzarella. I have like a block of mozzarella that I have in like a little pack, and I just cut it into cubes. And I have some fresh parm right here that we're gonna put on the top after we're about to serve it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour in my pasta, my pappardelle. You see that? See how it's all nice and cooked. Oh man, that looks good. I'm just gonna toss this. I'm gonna grab one more spoon. I want to toss it, and then I'll show you in just a second. Okay. All right, guys. So I went ahead and just kind of mix it together, and also too I didn't use all the pasta sauce and marinara sauce I used for this. I used about half, and so I'm gonna save that for like pizza and whatever else I want to make. And you can definitely freeze it. It's very very freezable. So just in case you ask that question, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna nestle some mozzarella in here, kind of get it buried in there, and I'm gonna put a lid on it and let it melt for a little bit. Hold on 1 second. Put that in there, just like so, like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be perfect. Just put it in there. This is all going to the same place, you know. Okay, and then we're gonna put in our meatballs as well. You can cut these in half if they're too big for you, but we like big meatballs around here. Okay, so this is gonna be perfect. And also too, we're gonna save some for some meatball subs as well. So yeah, I'm gonna put a few in here just to kind of serve. And like I said, we're gonna save some for meatball subs. So get it just like that. And then what we're gonna do is, we're going to put a little bit more of this sauce. I'm sorry, this marinara mozzarella on the top. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on today. So we're gonna do it like this. All right. Now I'm gonna put a little bit more marinara on the sauce on the top, and then I'm gonna cover it for a little bit, and then I'll show you whenever we serve. All right, guys. So it looks so good, and the cheese is all nice and gooey. I put the lid on for just for a little bit, for about 5 minutes, so the cheese can melt. And I put a little bit of more fresh basil in there, And I want to put some Parmesan over the top. And woo, 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 woo. That's it. Because I already put some in there and don't want to overpower the dish. And also too, I want to serve this with a, what I call my garlic herb bread. You'll see that in the thumbnail. I'm going to go grab a fork real quick. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. You know, so I'm going to go ahead and get a meatball. See that cheese on there? I'm going to get a little bit of the Pappardelle. Ooh, this is going to be a big bite. I ain't going to embarrass myself. But hold on. I'm trying to get the noodle. I think I got it. Okay, there you go. You gotta cut that meatball in half if I can. There you go. So I won't embarrass myself. It's hot. Capital H-O-T. But I'm ready. Let's look at that cheese. Come here. That cheese dripping. It's just dripping. That's my marinara sauce, guys. I make it all the time, and I have like the official recipe going to be on this video and like on my website. I should be ashamed of myself. I get enough talking time to eat. The pasta is so like al dente, and like whenever you're cooking it, you don't want to cook it too much. Just use a fork, and whenever it's fork tender, that's how you know it's done. But fresh pasta shouldn't take as long at all. So then, and then whenever you cook it like this, it'll finish up the cooking. So guys, this is really it. So we're ready to eat. I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope that you guys loved this episode, and I'll see you guys next time in the Food Blogger's Kitchen.